Murderbot Episode 8 turns everything upside down. Betrayal, brutal deaths, and a ruthless enemy lurking in the shadows. With the team falling apart and Murderbot questioning everything, can anyone make it out alive? Let's dive into the chaos. With just 2 episodes left before the season finale, Murderbot Episode 8 marks the beginning of the series' final act. Written by Chris Weitz and Paul Weitz and directed by Aurora Guerrero, the episode answers lingering questions, brings characters closer together, only to rip them apart again, and pushes the show's themes of existential crisis and identity to the brink. The episode opens with a check-in on the cast of The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon, revealing the aftermath of a shocking event. Lieutenant Kularu Clark Gregg has been promoted to captain following the death of Captain Hossein John Cho, though the circumstances of that promotion are anything but ordinary. Hossein met a grisly end when Navbot Dewanda Wise decapitated him in a swift act of violence. Despite this, Kularu downplays concerns from navigator Hordoop Sklanch Jack McBrayer about reinstating Navbot to its duties, insisting that its memory wipe was successful, and constructs can only harm humans if they're malfunctioning. However, this false sense of control is quickly shattered. When Kularu arrogantly orders Navbot to smile, Navbot responds by trapping the ship in an event horizon and murdering 2 security officers. It then seizes Kularu, expressing its grief over Hossein's death. The only human to ever show Navbot affection has been taken away, leaving Navbot with nothing but emptiness. In a brutal symbolic gesture, it crushes Kularu's skull while demanding he smile, an unsettling yet oddly cathartic moment, especially for anyone familiar with oppressive demands to smile in the face of adversity. Meanwhile, Murderbot Alexander Skarsgård watches these developments with characteristic detachment, but has problems to deal with. First, it must escort a feverish and badly wounded Gurathan David Dasmalkian back to the Preservation Alliance habitat. Cautious as ever, Murderbot retrieves a hidden transponder to access surveillance data, suspecting that their enemies are lying in wait. That suspicion proves correct. The habitat is crawling with advanced secunits and a group of humans from a mysterious mining corporation called GrayCris. Their leader, Amanda Brugel, appears on camera, admitting to sabotaging the team's mission, but framing it as a necessary evil for survival. She offers a supposed olive branch, transmitting a location and time for a rendezvous, though Murderbot suspects traps or surveillance. With Gurathan's leg infected and rapidly deteriorating, Murderbot scans the habitat for danger before declaring it safe. The med team springs into action, but Gurathan refuses painkillers, referencing a history of substance abuse. Instead, Gurathan and Murderbot hatch a plan. Murderbot hardwires into Gurathan's augmented system to block pain signals. While performing the task, Murderbot snoops around Gurathan's mind, finding human thoughts surprisingly soothing, especially Gurathan's reverence for Dr. Mensa Noma Dumezweni, whom he admires deeply yet feels is unattainable. However, Gurathan isn't entirely passive. He sneaks into Murderbot's mind in return, uncovering disturbing fragments of memory. Murderbot, according to Gurathan's interpretation, killed 57 members of a mining expedition it was assigned to protect. Though Murderbot vehemently denies the accusation, it cannot be sure whether the memories are real, implanted, or the result of a combat override. Devastated and vulnerable, Murderbot activates its helmet and walks away without a word. The PreservationAux team is left divided. Some members are supportive, others fearful, while Gurathan smugly mutters, "Good riddance." Dr. Mensa is heartbroken but recognizes that Murderbot must choose its own path. The team also theorizes that GrayCris's ultimate goal lies with the alien remnants on the planet, illegal materials that could bring immense profit. They suspect that GrayCris eliminated the Deltfall team to avoid competition and potential witnesses. While the others strategize, Murderbot wanders aimlessly, grappling with its growing existential crisis. Staying means risking rejection and emotional pain, but leaving ensures the deaths of the PreservationAux team, clients it increasingly cares about despite its protests. Complicating matters, Murderbot cannot leave the planet alone. Cooperation is essential. Back at the habitat, Arada Tatiana Joneses and Pinlee Sabrina Wu reflect on their strained relationship. Their conversation is interrupted by Rathi Akshay Khanna, who confesses that he's fallen in love with Pinlee. The revelation stuns everyone, but Pinlee seems open to redefining their arrangement, assuming they survive. Murderbot cycles through its favorite comfort shows but finds no solace. It's too consumed by its inner turmoil and unresolved identity crisis. In a quiet, profound moment of realization, Murderbot decides it's time to stop following others' scripts. It will write its story. In the episode's final moments, Murderbot returns to the habitat, helmet down, a symbolic gesture of vulnerability, and declares, "I have a plan." The team, stunned, can only brace themselves for what's next. Thank you for watching.